Welcome to a place where the mysterious becomes the unforgettable. This metaphysical journey explores hauntings, UFOs, extraterrestrials, cryptozoology, and everything the paranormal world has to offer. Each week, guests from around the globe share their expertise, experiences, and mind-bending encounters. This is the Paranormal Voice.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to another Sunday edition of the Paranormal Voice. I am your host for this evening. My name is, of course, Dale Quigley, and I'm so happy to have everybody here tonight. And I'm so excited to have my guests, and I'm just going to bring those guys out in just a little bit. But before I do that, just so you know, I got to talk. Yeah, I got to announce a couple of things, and of course, got to start things off with this event right here. That's right, Ascension Con, August 15th. In Hastings, Clark, Michigan, I believe it's called. But guys, yes, yours truly is going to be a speaker there this year. An amazing lineup of folks, and they have other great things that are happening. So I hope you guys are marked your calendars. Get your tickets. I mean, to see the speakers themselves is an absolutely free event. They have some side events going on, and we're going to talk about that in just 1 second. And there it is, guys. Right, or Clarkston, or Tarleton Park, Hastings, Michigan. Speakers event is free, of course, but then August 14th, they have a VIP celebrity dinner. You can buy tickets for that right now. You go over to the website, and you guys can pick up your tickets for the VIP dinner. And then, of course, there is a Bigfoot hunt that's going to be happening that weekend as well. All part of that is going to be Ronnie LeBlanc from Expedition Bigfoot, Jason McKenzie from his Sasquatch series, the She Squatchers, and RJ DeRoos, of course, are going to be heading up the Bigfoot investigation. So, guys, and also then we have the amazing Dana Stricker is going to be doing a gala reading that weekend. And then Mama Mary and Deb DeRoos are going to be doing a DNA activation. Guys, I saw that happening at the UFO Contact Convention, and I'll tell you, you guys, it is truly amazing. If any of this stuff interests you, please, hope you'll be joining us. That is, once again, August 15th. Mark your calendars. Come on down. Check it out. Absolutely gorgeous place. And, an Ascension Con is a truly unique experience. It's not just about paranormal stuff. It's about all kinds of things. It's about leveling up. It's about finding yourself. You are going to walk in there this weekend, and you are going to leave the next day a totally different person. I guarantee you're going to meet such amazing people. You're going to find new friends, new family members, and get to meet up with some old friends and family members as well. So, guys, once again, August 15th, check that out. And of course, want to say hello to our sponsors, Spirits and Sparkles. Their QR code is right there on the screen. You scan that QR code at any time, and it'll take you over to their Etsy site. It's a metaphysical store. They've got all kinds of amazing things. And guys, I'm just going to show you this right here. I actually ordered something, and this was actually custom made. It's a beautiful tiger eye green Ventura and black obsidian. I think I said that right. If not, Christy will yell at me later for doing that. But guys, yeah, this is my own personal one, and I love it to pieces. I wear it every day. I just took it off so this way here I can show you guys instead of you guys trying to look around my neck. But Spirit and Sparkles, this month's sponsor. I so appreciate to have those guys on board. It's truly amazing. So guys, check them out. And right now, here we go. Yeah, my guest tonight, I've been longtime friends with both of them. I mean, I met Teena several years ago. Actually, when I first put my very first paranormal team together, I had the opportunity to meet Teena and then Bob over the years. Met him through Teena. So yeah, truly amazing people, and they have now started their own their own show. So I thought, you know what, it's what better way than to introduce these people, talk about their podcast, talk about who they are, because they're both truly two amazing people who have both been in the paranormal field for over, I know, well over a decade. I just don't want to age them too badly. But right now, let's welcome them out here. Host of the show, Third Eye Exploration. This here is, of course, Bob and Teena, and we get the audio version of them. We don't get to see their beautiful faces today, but one way or another, we are going to talk about it. Hi, guys.
Hi, Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Sorry, just had to take a quick drink there. You know,
Yeah, no, I do.
I gab too much, so then my voice dries out. I'm so happy to have you guys on here. This is truly exciting. I like I said, I've known you, Teena, for quite a while now, because I mean, I started my very first. Well, I had a paranormal team back in 2012. I started my first paranormal team, and then I started to learn about these things called ghost hunts. And you had a team member who I met you through, and the journey has begun all these years later.
Yeah. Yeah, I started with Opus 15 years ago. That was my first paranormal team, which I was very interested in the paranormal. Had no idea, like you. I'm like, oh my God, ghost hunts, like this actually happens. Um, Went to a public event. The team liked what they saw with me, invited me to the team, and I think I met you a year after that. So we've been friends for well over a decade now.
Oh, and how the time is flying, and we haven't aged a bit.
Right?
And Bob, I met Bob for the first time at the MI Paracon. I can't remember what year it was, Bob, but I kept seeing pictures of you and Teena together, and then I saw him because you were working with Ghost Stop, and I went up and I introduced myself to him, and Bob's been a pretty cool guy, pretty informative too, and I mean, and then I started tracking what you're doing, so pretty amazing your journey as well. So. It's good to get to know you, Bob, and I'm glad you guys are growing. And I mean, you guys are now officially married, and now you guys are doing a podcast together. So I guess I either one of you guys want to start this, because Bob, if you want to, or Teena, talk about how the paranormal first entered into your lives.
Well, I can let you start.
Well, yeah, I've been able to see spirit since I was young. I didn't really communicate with spirit until I got older. I started doing tarot and that kind of and Reiki and that kind of stuff probably about well, tarot I've been doing for over 20 years. I started doing Reiki 15 years ago, and when I started doing that, it kind of opened my third eye up, and then I started doing investigations, and I've been it's been a heck of a journey. I worked with a team called Opus for quite a few years. It was an all-female team here in Windsor, Ontario, and then I was able to work with DPX in Detroit there for a little while, and then I started my own group, PO3 Paranormal, about 8 years ago. So it's been crazy. I've met a lot of great people. I mean, you and I have worked on. Uh, I'm very grateful that you still come to my my fundraising events for Heritage Village when you're not busy, which I appreciate. And yeah, it's been a wicked ride. After I put PO3 together, I started venturing out further out into the States, and that's where I met this guy here. And yeah, it's been a great adventure.
That's funny. You met this guy.
This guy.
Just so anyone listening, she's talking about me.
Yeah.
My journey was a little different. I know a lot of people start with either like Teena being sensitive, feeling things when they were kids, or living in haunted locations. I actually started looking for answers. My first daughter, Morgan, she passed away of heart disease. She would have been 31 this year. And the first couple of years after she passed, like most people, I was kind of in the anger state, just hated everything and was not a very happy person. And then I just started wondering, you know, can I still communicate with her and maybe make contact with her? So I started looking into things, and I was just doing a lot of stuff on my own. And then like Tina said, her experience, I went to an event. People were like, "Hey, come out to this haunted location. It was like $40. Come out and you can investigate." And I'm like, "Oh, sweet, this is awesome." So I went out there and I did really good. They got my contact information, and the next thing I know, I was part of a team called Florida Ghost Team. It was technically the biggest team in Florida at the time. I think the only team really for, well, bigger teams, because a lot of people from our team were on the shows back then. That's where Rob Demiris came from. I think Angel Alderman was on there too, but some people for Ghost Hunters International and things like that. And then I was with them for a while, and then I just decided I wanted to do stuff on my own. So I created a podcast called Paranormal Wavelengths, Not Just White Noise. And that was like in 2009 before there was podcasts. It wasn't even YouTube I was on. It was called Ustream back in the day.
Wow.
You're aging yourself.
Yeah, and I used to, and I wasn't like the founder, the creator, but I started having the guests come on so you could see them. Like, I mean, you don't see us tonight, but they didn't really have where you could bring a guest in like they do now. So
Right.
I had a big screen TV behind me, and I hooked my laptop up to it and made it my monitor and brought people through Skype. So if you were my guest watching, you'd see my guest behind me, and people are like, "Oh my God, you got like a huge studio." And I know it's the corner of my house at the time. At the time, I was with my first wife. We had 4 kids. I had to tell all the kids to calm down. Don't be running through the house. So I did that for a while. Then I did, I don't know if you know who Scotty Work is.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I met Scotty Work, I want to say about 2 years ago up at Pottergraphs. Super nice guy.
Yeah, he's awesome. I met him back in like 2011, and we hit it off. We were at an event. I was asked to guest be a guy taking groups around, and I got put with Scotty. And people thought we knew each other for years because we worked so well together, joking and that. And then me and Scotty just hit it off, and Scotty said, "Hey, I got this show called The Buzz over on his Z Talk Radio network he had." And he goes, "Do you want to be, my other host is retiring. Do you want to join me?" So then I became, instead of Paranormal Wavelengths Bob, I became Buzzin' Bob on there. And that was real fun. And then I just got that investigating. The one thing I can tell you, when I started my journey, I thought I was looking for answers for my daughter. All of a sudden, I was at an event, and this guy was speaking about there are no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason, meeting people, doing things. And I realized me getting the paranormal wasn't looking for answers. It was, it helped me heal, because I did a lot of speaking back in the day. And I talked about Morgan a lot in my speaking, talking about how, why I got into it. And I met so many awesome people. Like even now, I'm still like, I met you about 5 years ago. I keep meeting really awesome, genuine people in the paranormal. And it just helped me heal, to come back to my old self, the way I am. And a good friend of mine, he passed away about 3 years ago now. He was really big in the paranormal field, Tim Yancey. And he told me the one time, it wasn't just about me healing. He saw people after I do my talk, people come up to me and they would tell me they got into it because they lost a loved one. And they said it was hard to talk about. So it was kind of a whole thing. And then I met this young lady. And the odds of us even meeting each other were very slim, because she was all the way up in Ontario near where you live, and I was all the way down in Florida. And we just happened to meet. My buddy was running an event. He asked me to come up and help. Tina was coming down with PO3. They were like kind of guest investigators. I saw a picture of her and I told my friend, I go, holy crap, who is that?
Yeah.
And he told me, not for you. And I'm like, what? So then he went and warned Teena, be careful, my buddy Bob. He just became single about 2 years ago after being married for 20 some years. So Teena messaged me to kind of put me in my place, and we hit it off. I told her I was old school. I go, can we talk on the phone? And then we talked on the phone, and that was like 2000. That was 2018, right?
Yeah. No, we met in
2018 talking.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. So now it's 8 years later. We're married for 4 years now, and we had always talked about doing a podcast together, but we were never really together. And now that I'm up here with her living, it's just been an awesome ride. So.
And that's the amazing part about the paranormal community, the field, the world, or universe, however you want to describe what it is we're in, how it brings us together with people when we're not even looking, or even but like you said, like the amazing people you get to meet through other people. It's meant to be. Like, you were supposed to meet those people, and they were supposed to be a part of your life in some way and somehow. And I mean, I'm truly grateful for everybody I've met in the paranormal field, and and I always say the paranormal field has saved my life. For the people that know my story, if it wasn't for the paranormal, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing this show. I would be not even on this earth anymore. But because of the people that I've met and become friends with and came so close to, uh, it has really saved my life, and I am so grateful. Like I said, meeting Teena and her team all these years, like, it is so refreshing to know that there are other people that live close to me that are into the paranormal and just as passionate as I am. And Teena does a lot of great things in the community with her team, charity wise. They do a big investigation hunt out at a place we call Heritage Village each and every year. It For people that are not around here, might not know what that is, but it's like the easiest way to describe it. It is older buildings that have met things to southwestern Ontario, and they move these buildings into one area to kind of create like a museum so that people can see how people lived back in those days. But the area itself is really, really active. I tell people Heritage Village is where a lot of us local paranormal people go to kind of hone our skills and try new things, because the place is so active that there's so many spirits that walk around there, and it's truly crazy. So if you're ever in southwestern Ontario, definitely try to stop by there. And it doesn't matter what time of the day you're there, you will get activity. I'm pretty sure Teena can contest to that, and the stuff that she's found over the years. But yeah, no, so it's truly amazing what Teena does, and truly grateful that she keeps that tradition going each and every year. And all of her events sell out the instant they go on sale. That's how respected she is, her and her team, and what they do in this community. So yeah, so Teena, like I always tell you, is thank you for doing what you do, and I'm so glad you got such a great guy with you to continue this adventure and show him the area. And it must be a really amazing to be with somebody who sees your vision, has your passion, and really helps you to grow even more.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm so blessed because Bob, even when he wasn't living here, he would he would make sure he came up for the events because he knew it was such a big deal to me. There's we have an event in Amherstburg called the Uncommon Festival, which is all about steampunk and wizardry. So kind of throws the paranormal in there as well. And I do fundraising events for different historical sites for that festival, as well as our annual spooktacular at Heritage Village. And like you say, you can day or night. I remember the old caretaker when we first started going used to say, I don't know why they want to go in the buildings. There's more ghosts wandering around on the grounds. And he's
Yeah.
right. Like we have chased, I know two people I've gone out there to investigate with literally chased a shadow figure into the woods one night. And there was 5 of us from all different angles of the village that saw the same shadow figure. Some of our best EVPs I've gotten out there.
Right.
It's just wild. It's a great location, great event. We sell out 50 tickets. They've actually, like, usually within a week or two, they asked us to do 2 nights this year. So we're gonna do like Friday the 13th, November Friday the 13th, and then the 14th as well. And those tickets are both nights are about 2/3 sold out already. In May,
Wow.
we're 2/3 sold out for November. So it's really cool with all the different locations we've done. We've been able to give back about 30,000 to the community for historical sites over the years. Just getting government grants for provincially run historical sites is getting more and more difficult. So if we can help out even with a couple of $1,000s every year, it really makes a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that is one of the big benefits of hosting a public ghost hunt at these places, that the money goes towards the upkeep of these buildings because they are so old. I mean, some of them, like, century over a century old, and but they need to be maintained. And yeah, like you said, it's hard for these places to get government grants to do it,
Mhm.
so they rely on donations. And they I know Heritage Village themselves, they do a lot of events throughout the years. They do like garage sales and other public events and stuff like that, just to get people in the door to help raise money. So yeah, we'll a little bit later on, I want you to give that information on anybody who's interested in attending the events in November, to be able to have the opportunity to go. Uh, but I do have one question here from BMO Creative. He goes, "The third eye have anything to do with the pineal gland?" Now we're going to talk about your show, The Third Eye, and how you guys came up with the Third Eye Exploration. Um, but could either one of you guys answer that? Because I know a lot about the third eye. I have mine open, but I'm still one of those people that don't truly understand. I understand what it can do when it gets open, but I don't understand like the whole metaphysical side of it.
Well, and I think it's a very good question. I don't know. I don't know. It's not one that I've never ever been asked. I know the only chemical things that I can see when, like, I know when I'm doing, it's been proven that when you're doing readings and working with your third eye, it can lower your blood sugar, which I find very strange. But I know they've done experimentation with that.
Right.
If it has anything to do with the pineal gland, I'm not sure, but it'd be something I'd be very interested in reading about.
So Bob, for you, is your third eye open, or have
Well,
you gotten that far yet?
well, I've always said, even before I met Tina, I think everyone's sensitive in certain ways.
Right.
It's just different. Like, I don't hear voices, or not voices, but hear messages and that. But
He can find
I
lost things.
yeah, I can find things. Like, I'll get an image in my head. If my ADHD isn't in the way, I can find things, and that's kind of like my ability, finding things. I get vibes off people. Tina wasn't sure about it, but now that we've been together longer, now she realizes sometimes, like how I met you. I
Right.
talked to you right away, like we talked like we knew each other for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
That's how I talk with everybody.
Well,
We were in an event the one time. This guy came up. I wasn't rude. I was very short and very just cordial, like, "Oh, yeah, very nice meeting," and I just moved on.
Right.
And Tina was like, what was that?" So I'm like, "What? You didn't do your usually talk?" I go, "It's not that the person's bad." I go, "It's just something, their energy does not match with mine."
Right.
I'm very much about energy, pushing energy.
Well, and you work like a human battery. Like, when it's great because if I'm working with Bob and other psychics are around as well, they've noticed this as well. Your energy starts to get drained when you're using that if you're not grounded properly and taking in energy from source the way that you should be. Bob's like a human battery. Like, he just puts his hand on your shoulder. And I've seen him do it with other psychics as well. And they kind of light up and they look at me. I'm like, yeah, man. he's handy to have around. It's really cool.
And I can tell you the one thing I did try. Teena and I were at the park house here in Amherstburg.
Oh, that was wild.
Investigating, and something had followed Teena back from Michigan. Not a very good spirit, and Teena could hear him. Well, things were off because Teena's done the park house so many times. The Park family, the mother and the children, talked to her right away.
Right.
And we got in there, and all of a sudden, Teena's like, "It's weird. No one's talking. No one's." Well, this male spirit was in there, kind of bullying them. So we were trying to get him out. Teena actually got sick, had to go step outside. So I was by myself in there, and I always had this idea because I was told years ago, because of the energy I push out, that if I went into a house, that I could maybe, if I learned how to do it, push something out.
Right.
So I was up on the second floor by myself, and I started thinking to myself, and I called my daughter Morgan to me, because I kind of she's like my guardian angel. I asked her for help.
Right.
So I pictured all this white light, and I just pictured I was pushing the whole house, filled with white light where I couldn't see anything. I didn't know if I was really doing something, but I was pushing as hard as I could and asked my daughter to help me. And when I got done, I came outside, and Tina's like, "What were you doing?" She was actually on the phone with her friend Teresa Lynch. And Teresa Lynch was on the phone going, "What is going on there? The energy's changed in the house." And she goes, "I can hear someone yelling, 'Get out.'" But it wasn't me. It was Miss Park, right? You said.
All of a sudden, you could see the whole energy shifted in the house, and it got brighter. And I could in my third eye see Mrs. Park walk to the front of the house and say, "It is time for you to leave," very sternly. And then the house was normal again. And I just looked at Bob. I'm like, "What did you do?"
Yeah. The weird thing is, when I came out to talk to her, I tried to explain what I did, and then I don't know. All of a sudden, I felt so drained, and I broke down crying. I didn't know why. And then when we got home, she had to help me get in bed, and usually my body's like an oven.
Right.
I was cold as ice.
Well, you used all your energy.
She's like, "What did you?" I go, "I just pictured all my energy in me, and I just pushed everything out to get rid of this guy." So that's where she says, "You need to learn to control it, because you shouldn't do that."
Jesus.
So that's kind of my.
Yeah, no.
I've never really been, before I met Teena and Scotty Rourke and that, I wasn't much on the spiritual side. I was more on equipment and
Scientific
and believe what I see or what I caught evidence. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
That's why we balance each other so well, because I'm more of a spiritualist, but I believe in the scientific aspect of it. Bob's more of a scientist. He wants to experiment and then use that experimentation to prove what I believe in spiritually.
Yeah.
So it's a nice balance.
Yeah, I want to be in the thick of things. I want to be right in the middle of doing a trial and error testing.
Yeah.
To confirm what Teena's getting for messages and stuff. You know what I mean? And we've had it so many times on investigations where Teena, I do a psychic sweep with her without telling her of a location.
Right.
When we were in Florida, she didn't know nothing about this place. And by the end of the night, this little girl spirit kept on talking to her, and there was this guy spirit there. And Teena's like, "Oh, his name's Michael. Michael," he keeps saying. Well, he won't leave the courthouse, and this little girl won't come into the courthouse. It was a courthouse and a jail. And by the end of the night, we're doing an EVP session. All of a sudden, Teena looks at me and goes, "Oh my God." I'm like, "What?" The little girl told me what happened. And I'm like, "What?" The guy assaulted her and was convicted. So, me, I ran across over to the jail where the archives were. 18 pages of archives, people that were arrested. One Michael in the whole 18 pages was arrested in the 60s for lewd and lascivious act against a minor. I was like, if that's not confirmation, that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean that is amazing, and it's pretty good when you can take something that's being said, or you figure it out, but then you have the backup by archives from that many years ago. I believe I was on an investigation with Tina and her team at the Mackenzie building, and we kept getting the name Richard. The name Richards keep coming to me.
That was
But
in the courtroom, correct?
yes, yes.
Yep, I remember this.
And and couldn't figure out what ties he had to the building or why he was there, but sure enough, there was archives and his name was in it. And it was pretty spectacular how this was coming through, and how I was able to pick it up and to actually verify that this person did belong in the building. But it was because of an investigation I was on with Tina and her crew. It was pretty amazing that day. We got some pretty crazy stuff. It was the first time I ever used the grid pen was in there too, in the courthouse. And I actually got a shadow figure getting up on the judge's bench.
Yeah.
And I thought that was spectacular.
Yeah, that's a great location. We don't get in there too often anymore. We used to be able to rent the hall for an entire evening for $300. It's gone up to $600 for 4 hours. And all kinds of liability waivers and insurance and everything else. So
Right.
unfortunately, which is too bad, because Mackenzie Hall was the first courthouse and jail in the Windsor area, and they actually used to do hangings there.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the last hanging was in the 70s, like recently. So it's too bad. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, no, yeah, that was a pretty amazing location. I got a lot of really great EVPs. Um, I know the first time I investigated there, it was down in the basement, and we kept hearing a girl cry, and
Hmm.
we couldn't figure it out. And we were like all over this building, and we were like just like asking questions like, hello, like, can you tell us where you are so we can come and help you? And we ended up finding this room, and when you opened it up, I mean, I know it's been redesigned down there. It's not the original floor, like uh blueprint plans or the original way the building was. But when we opened up this door where we believed this crying was coming from, it was like a little cubby hole. There was like nothing in it, so they could have been using it as a storage room. But what it was way back in the day, I don't know, because I've never seen the original plans for the building. But I caught that on an EVP, and it was like as clear as we are talking today. And I still have that to this day, and I'm like, the craziest EVP I ever got was from Mackenzie Hall. It was pretty insane.
That's awesome.
So the Third Eye Exploration, how did you guys come up with such a unique show title? Like, I love it because ever since I've had my third eye open, it's like it has changed my world. People have heard my story, how it got open, but I want to know like how you guys came up with the name Third Eye Exploration.
That's all you. You go ahead.
Well, a lot of it is because as we do more investigating and we're going to bring up old videos of over the years, us doing investigation together. We use Tina's third eye very heavily in it with equipment. A lot of the times now they don't really promote the psychic mediums as much. I see some of the shows are starting to use them more now.
Right.
But I hate to say, I don't want to say she's a piece of equipment.
No, what?
It's a very good asset to use because she's getting stuff that we're not hearing. And then I already know a lot of the history there. And when she's picking things up that she did, because she hasn't she doesn't know the location we're in usually.
Right.
And she's picking up on stuff, and I'm just thinking, I can't believe she's getting this. And then we get an EVP, or like I said earlier, I ran over the archives and they matched up. It's just so I told her, I go, let's do something a little different because we're using your third eye, and I'm kind of not getting messy, but I use my third eye, like I said, in a different way. I use my, you say you always your gut instinct.
Yeah.
If I get an instinct like, hey, maybe we should start down in the bottom floor, I'll go down there right away because I think that's where I should go. I always tell people, if you're investigating and something's telling you to go to that corner of the room,
right,
go on over, ask some questions. And then the exploration, I didn't want to have us just doing just a paranormal.
right.
We want to explore everything.
Well,
Or not paranormal, but
just investigating.
yeah.
We want to kind of get into everything. Like this past April, we had the opportunity to talk to Deb and RJ DeRose.
Yes.
And so I sat in on their lecture about UFOs, and it was fascinating. We've been kind of looking into trying to get some, like I would love to go out with them for a Bigfoot investigation. Like,
Well,
you know what I mean? We want to get into all aspects of the paranormal. Like, people've got to understand it's not just speaking with spirit. It's a lot.
Yeah,
And there's so much.
Yeah, that's why we have so much in common. We've always had other interests. We just
Right.
haven't been able to branch out. And I said, we were talking like, why don't you just put exploration? We're going to be exploring everything. So she was like, she loved it. And then I came up with the logo, and she loved the way the logo came out. And I was like, all right, there we go. We're Third Eye Exploration now. And the funny thing is, you were talking about the event that's coming up. What's it called?
The Ascension Con?
Ascension Con, yes.
We're thinking of going to it because when we were talking with Deb and Mary and what was the gentleman's name again? He talked
RJ.
RJ, yeah.
We were saying we're going to try and come up for that because
I can't believe
Yeah.
I can't believe I've never met them before.
yeah,
It's
I've never met them either.
It's like with Eggsy Smith. Like, I know you know Eggsy quite well from the Michigan area.
Yeah, no, Exie is truly one of my dearest and closest friends.
I've never met her in person. I don't know how.
She is truly amazing. I met her when at the MI Paracon. Like I could say, I met 90% of my family and friends at the MI Paragon. I always thank God for Tim, Brad, and the Upers team up there for putting on that event because I met some of the greatest people. But yeah, Exie. Exie is one of my closest and dearest friends, and like people know this, but people don't really know this. But Exie is the reason why I am alive today. The story will be in my book when it comes out, but yeah, she is the real reason why I am here today. She saved me, and it was because of a message she gave me from my father.
Oh,
So yeah, it's a story for another time. I don't want to talk about me. This is about you guys. But yeah, she actually is truly amazing. I love that woman. Her books are amazing. If anybody has never picked up her books, I can't even think of the title of her books right now. My Paranormal Life.
Oh, yes.
I believe I know 3 or 4. I know 3 for sure. I'm not sure if the 4th one's coming out or is out or it's coming out. But yeah, no, Exie is truly amazing. Deb and RJ, I call Deb Mama D. She is a dear, dear close friend of mine, and so glad that I met her and RJ. They've had the Paranormal Voice up at their UFO contact convention for quite a few years. We missed last year, just a lot of going on, so I kind of took a step back. But Deb and RJ, yes, they are truly amazing. 2 people, 2 the kindest souls that you'll ever meet. And I really hope you guys do come up with such a con. It'd be good to see you guys, be able to hang out and, you know, go part of their Bigfoot hunt because I already said that I was going. And when I was talking to Ronnie, he goes, "You better go. If not, I'm dragging you out there anyways." And I'm like, "As long as you don't make me the Bigfoot bait." He goes,
Yeah.
"No promises."
You're the trigger object.
Yeah.
I'm the trigger object. But yeah, no, it's funny how you know people or get to know people, but you haven't really met people. But yeah, I mean, it's good to know. Like Mama Mary, I love her to death too. I was so glad I got to see her up at OSR last weekend, part of the Parapsychon.
Yeah.
Another great event. OSR
We
is my favorite place to investigate. I did a show on it. We did an investigation there. I rented it out as one of my dream locations, and I'll tell you that place is off the chain.
Yeah, I've done the day tours there. I've never investigated. I was supposed to go to Parapsychon and I had car issues, so I couldn't make it. I was like, God dang it. Because we had some amazing friends that were there as vendors. Not necessarily like I didn't really know, like I know the guest speakers, but I don't hang out with them. But a lot of the vendors are like good friends of ours. Like actually we've we've become such good friends with people in the community. Like you celebrate life events, right? Like one of our friends just had their first grandchild and I was at the baby shower. Like we've got a wedding in a couple of weeks to go to with friends that we've met through the paranormal. It's just,
well, that's the thing I was saying before.
It's wild.
People like to, I don't know if I hate to say social media, but people like to concentrate on the negative or the drama, the paranormal. And it's like, I won't lie to you. I've been doing it for almost 30 years, meeting people and that. And I'll admit, I've met some really crappy people, but I feel I've met more awesome people that outweigh them. And my belief is I just move on. If I've met someone negative, I just move on instead of drama in that because I don't want to put energy. I don't want to put my energy into that. I rather put it into people like you and other people we've met that are good people. And I try and tell people that when people come up to me, "Oh my God, did you hear so and so what they're doing online?" I go, "Why do you care? Just do your own thing and surround yourself with good people."
Well,
right?
and on the flip side of that, we've lost so many amazing people over the last 5 years in the community that people that you only see a couple times a year, but they become family. And when you lose them, like when they pass, it's funny how there's people that I've known my whole life that have passed that I see once or twice a year, but there's some kind of a bonding when you're working in this field. Like you just bond on a different level, I think. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
No, and I mean, no, it's all valid. And like I said, you meet some of the greatest people in this field through the weirdest and strangest ways. And I mean, growing up, I was always known as the weird kid. And now through John Tenney, I've learned to own that weird kid honor as a badge of honor because being a weird kid is actually a great thing. I'm so happy to be a weirdo.
Jeff Bellinger used to say at the end, I remember he used to say it at the end of every MI Paracon, you would go home and have a para hangover from the Paracon because you spend the weekend with, as he put it, like-minded weirdos. And you're in this community where you can be yourself completely and talk about the most off-the-wall random ideas you have about anything. And people just go, yeah, that's really cool. No one shuns you. No one judges you.
No.
They might bank on it and one up you a little bit. And you're like, oh yeah, I never thought of that. You can just have the most honest, raw conversations with people. And then you go back to the real world and you're like, oh, you think I'm strange because I talk to myself in the dark again. That's awesome. Like,
yeah. And Tina and Bob, you probably been a part of this as well. When Tina was just talking about our conversations that we have at these events, I tell my more normal friends, people who are not in this field, if you guys actually came to one of these events and listened to our conversations, you would probably have us all locked up. And I mean, because what we think is a normal conversation talking about a ghost or you guys would be like, you guys are a bunch of freaks. And I mean, I'm just like, but yeah, these are normal conversations to us. And I remember it was about 2 or 3 years ago now. Michael John was speaking at the UFO Contact Convention. So we were up there that weekend, and we were sitting around uh, down in the restaurant slash bar area, and we started a conversation of who would win in a fight, Dogman or Bigfoot. And I will tell you, that conversation grew between 4 to 5 people to about 10 to 15 people all around our table, all discussing on who would win this fight, and that's how we closed the bar.
Yeah, man. That sounds fantastic.
And of course, it was the year Ronnie was up there speaking as well, and of course, the one Bigfoot guy we could not find to get his opinion on who would win in a fight. Just but I mean, some of the concepts we were coming up with. I mean, Tim Ellis and Steve LaPlante from the MI Paracon.
Yeah.
They were just like oh yeah, like this would be a really cool TV series, like Bigfoot and Dogman. It's like, and then of course Michael John having his wrestling background, everybody be like, Dogman would be suplexing Bigfoot, but then Bigfoot would turn around, put a chokehold, and I was like, oh my god, it was like the greatest conversation ever.
And you know what you could have done is like those old clay animation deathmatch celebrities. They would do the little clay animation.
Yeah,
Bigfoot and Dogman fighting each other.
Yeah, like I said, it was like the coolest thing. But these are the conversations we have at these events, and to us, they're completely normal. But people in the outside world who are not a part of the community or don't believe in this stuff, they would just look at us and go, yeah, y'all just need to be locked up.
Lock me up with my weirdos. I'm fine.
Absolutely. I tell you, we would be our own country. Just
right?
let's get rid of all the people, the non-believers, because you guys are all boring.
Shun the non-believers.
But
Tina found out if I'm not talking ghost hunting stuff, usually like when we were at the Photograph.
You and Aaron.
Yeah, me and Aaron Sager were talking comic books and
Marvel. I walked in on a Marvel DC conversation.
And she comes in and sits thinking, oh, we're in this
Good
deep,
Lord.
we're in a deep conversation. She's thinking, oh, what theories are they talking about? Dude, I'm telling you, this Spider-Man movie coming out, it's going to be awesome. And he's like, I know. It's like...
You're like that with Brian Cano, too. You guys crack me up.
Brian Cano and me usually talk about Godzilla movies and stuff from back in the day.
So we're not talking about weird stuff all the time.
Yeah, but you see, and that's the amazing thing too. You find out people like Brian Cano and Aaron Singer, like, they do have other interests outside of the paranormal fields. Like Bob, it's like I bought Bob bought one of my Funko Pops, and it's just like, how big is Funko? And it's all this cool stuff. And I mean, when I'm around Dusty, we can talk about wrestling because we're both really wrestling big geeks. And I mean, so it's really cool when you find common interest just outside the paranormal field, because I know for the longest time I thought when I was at these conventions, all I was allowed to talk about was ghosts and whatnot. But then it's just like, oh, you're into that too? Oh, this is cool. And then you get talk, and then this is how you become closer and find like friends and things that you have a lot more in common with just the ghosts. But it all started with the paranormal and what your interest is in the paranormal. So it's truly amazing, and I'm so blessed that I got to I get to be a part of this field. I get to go out and do what I love. And I mean, I never thought there would be a day that people would actually want to hear me speak, but apparently there is, because I keep getting asked to speak at different events, and I'm very appreciative of that. And I always say, well, I already waste enough people's lives with doing an hour show each and every week.
As long as you're having fun.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But this is my way of giving back to the paranormal field, because I'm not a medium. I mean, I do have gifts, but I mean, I think I'm lower on the spectrum of I've got the most common gift that everybody else has. But, but I've always been very passionate, and the people who get to know me know just how passionate I am. Yes, I could talk ghosts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 3 years. I always try to figure out how to put ghosts into a conversation that I'm having with a normal person.
Dale, the fact that you are able to share that passion so openly and honestly with people, that is a rare gift. Because most people are scared to do it, and you don't. And
No.
it's something that I've always admired about you.
Oh, I thank you.
You always speak from the heart. You are always very honest and vulnerable. You're not afraid to be vulnerable with people. It is a rare gift in this world.
Well, I'll tell you, Tina, I appreciate everything you just said. And this is because of a lot of work. I mean, I don't hide the fact that I suffer from mental illness, severe depression, anxiety, the whole 9 yards. I don't hide that fact anymore. I use it and I talk about it because I'm trying to bring awareness. And, the one thing that I did find through the paranormal field, just how many of us really do suffer from some kind of mental illness. And, after a lot of my talks, yeah, I do have people that come up to me and thank me for being open about my struggles in life. And we had a ghost pop into our car once. We were driving down the road. She was wearing a white, long, dark, wavy, wet hair look.
Was
She
it
just-
Texas Road?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That sounds like a story from Texas Road.
Yeah.
Sounds like an episode of Supernatural.
Or Supernatural. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one thing I was excited about at the Parapsychon this year. They actually had a replica car from Supernatural there this year.
I
Like-
saw it, Dale. I saw the pictures.
The guy was there. I remember I was standing there, and I was who was I with? I was with my buddy Frank, because he wanted to go outside and see it. And so yeah, I was talking to Frank. I said, I actually got to see the real car, because I lived in Vancouver when they were actually doing I think they did all the seasons in Vancouver, but I think it was the first or second season. I actually went out and got to meet the two main characters, Dean and Sam, from the show, and I actually got a chance to actually stand next to the real car, which
That
was
is
pretty
awesome.
amazing. I got to go through it. I know I have a picture of myself somewhere next to the car that was taken on my flip phone that had a camera on it.
Oh no! Now you're dating
Well,
yourself.
think about
Yes.
when that show started in 2005.
Yeah.
You know what's funny in Florida, Dale? I met up with a guy. I was going to it was like a horror paracon in Orlando, and Scott Tepperman was there, and some of my other friends from the paranormal were there speaking on the paranormal. Scott was doing his horror movies, so I thought, man, I hadn't seen Scott in a while. I'm gonna go up there. Well, I saw some guy was having a contest, and he had a replica of the Impala. So I had just gotten my new Supernatural tattoo. So I sent a picture. I go, dude, I'm a huge Supernatural fan. I can't believe you got the car. And I showed him my tattoo. And he goes, did you enter the contest? I'm like, no, why? He goes, just put your name in. It's just on a thing. There's only a couple people so far. I'm like, all right. Next thing I know, Bob Saintner won. So I got a free ticket into the event. And I went and he took pictures of me in his car sitting. I got them online somewhere. So you can see my tattoo.
Yes.
So me and him started talking. I'm like, well, where are you from? Where'd you drive from? to get to Orlando for this event. And he goes, oh, I live in Melbourne. And I'm like, dude, I live in Palm Bay. It's like 2 minutes from each other. He told me where you live. I go, you're like 10 minutes from my house. So he's like, oh, that's awesome. I said, listen, I'll talk to you some more. I got to go upstairs. My friends are talking. And he's like, what do you mean talking? I go, I do ghost hunting now. You do like supernatural? I go, well, I'm not running into people's houses firing off rock salt from a shotgun. I wish I was. It'd be kind of fun. So I got him. This is another story of meeting people. I got him to start. He started investigating with me.
Yeah, it was cool.
Came out a few times. So it was kind of neat.
All because of a crazy paranormal show. And back when I first started watching Supernatural, I was like, is that shit real? Like, I've been affected by the paranormal since I was 8 years old. I don't know what it's like to not have a paranormal experience. But, when you see Stows, this is before I ever got a team together or actually wanted to be out there, watching the show. And I always thought, like, wow, is that shit can't be real. Like, do they really do that? And then, of course, always watching like Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters and Paranormal State, all those things. Then I'm like, oh, so that's what really happens during an investigation.
Yeah.
It's truly not that exciting where demons jump out at you and you get to fire weapons at them.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got to carry around big jars of salt.
Yeah. Well, I do carry around salt just in case, but that's a whole for a different thing. If
Rabbit hole.
if I could just take a second, I want to address this comment from BMO Creative. It says, as positive and happy as you seem, then the reference must be really depressed. You're one of the most positive people I've seen on YouTube. I appreciate the comment. I truly do. But trust me, this is to be as positive as I am. Has been years and years of figuring it out how to deal with my mental illness. So, I try to be positive as much as I can. If people saw me first thing in the morning and how difficult it is for me to get out of bed each and every day because I really don't want to, I don't feel like existing, but this is a lot of work. I do appreciate, but the way that I deal with my depression and my anxiety, it is a lot of work on my behalf of each and every day to be the best positive person that I can be so that my depression does not affect my daily life. So I'm sorry guys, I didn't want to take that away, but that comment it didn't piss me off. I'm glad that I come off as a positive, happy person because that's what I want the outside world to see. They don't get to see, a lot of people don't really get to see what I go through on a daily basis when I'm not on this camera. But because I'm on this camera, this is Dale living out his passion right now. So I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm grateful, and I get to talk to two amazing people. So, sorry guys, I didn't mean to cut into your time like that.
Nope, not at all. You're fine.
Demons aren't that bad. Well, maybe you guys could comment on this because I don't really believe in demonic entities. I believe in negative energies.
Yes.
I don't really believe in demonic entities. And this is coming from a guy who was actually part of an exorcism.
Oh, really?
Because of paranormal shows or movies and stuff like that, they have made the world believe that all hauntings are demonic and are evil, and they're really not. So, to say demons are not that bad, I would have to agree with you, Athena. I don't think they're bad at all because I truly believe that anything that's demonic is not going to go and possess an average Joe that has nothing to offer to them. They are gods that I know of through research, but I don't believe they exist in every single paranormal activity that is around. If you guys want to elaborate on that.
Yeah, I've talked about this where I think there are demons out there. but not like what everyone, like you say, a lot of these shows, there's, oh, it's a demon here, it's negativity, or just everyone has to be a demon. And I'm like you, I feel there's negative people, like a person that passes goes to the other side of the veil. If they're negative on our side, when they go to the other side, doesn't mean they become the Holy Spirit. They can still be negative over there. They're not demonic. They're just a very pissy person, still on a pissy spirit now.
But I see, and this is, I may have to disagree with you a little bit. I do believe that there is just, I call them crabby, the old grumpy old man syndrome.
Yes.
Right. Yep. But I have seen things that are non-human. And I've had encounters with a few things. I don't know if it's demonic. I'm not a demonologist, but I've run into 2 home investigations where I've gone in to do a residential, and I had no business being there, because what I experienced in those homes is not anything that I have the knowledge to be dealing with. They should have called in a priest.
Oh, really?
And it scared the bejesus out of me.
I mean, I'm not denying that there are not some pretty dark entities out in this world that some of us, should not be dealing with unless you're somebody who is professionally trained. But I say that the same thing about all the paranormal. Like, if you're an amateur, do not go out into the woods trying to seek a Bigfoot. Like, there's some risks. And even in paranormal investigations, there is no training, but go out with people that are experienced, people that have some kind of clue of what they're doing. Because people can open up portals and not even realize it through communication.
And and again, been on an investigation where that happened, where I was with a group of people that kind of, what if we did this? And thankfully, I wasn't on location at the time that it was done. However, I dealt with the aftermath and had to spend probably about 4 or 5 hours cleansing people from whatever inhuman spirit came through that portal. It was not great.
Yeah. I'll tell you, one of the funniest stories I tell people is that Ouija boards, I've come to learn to respect them because of people like Tim Shaw. But I remember one day, it was over Christmas holidays at Devonshire Mall. I was in that, you guys are probably familiar with it, but they used to have this like calendar place where you could buy calendars and board games. Well, they had a Ouija board there one year, and I was buying a calendar, and this kid walked up and was going to buy a Ouija board. I handed him one of my paranormal voice or my high spirits paranormal cards, and I said, if you're going to use that, you're going to need me a little bit later. The kid actually left the board on the counter and walked out.
That's funny.
Because he was a young kid. I know he was going to go do something stupid with it and probably end up opening a portal that he and his friends didn't know what could come through it, which then you would end up coming, hopefully not, but bringing in something that would be more evil than good.
Well, that's the thing too. It's when I was on a panel with Scotty Rourke years ago, the question came up: are Ouija boards evil? And me and Scotty both said they're not. They're not. The Ouija board itself is not evil. It's your intentions, what you're sending out into the universe.
Yes.
What you're. It's like you're calling something out there. Well, if you're thinking negative stuff, or like you said, that kid was messing around. Well, guess what? If you're sending out energy, looking for something negative because you watched all the horror movies, it's not that it's demonic, but something negative might come back, energy at you.
Right.
And me and Scotty, we were both agreeing, and I felt bad. This one lady there was about 5 of us on this panel. She was very adamant that board was evil, and she was giving us a stink eye because we weren't agreeing with her. But it's like, but that's a cool thing though. A little later, she was calmed down in that. But that's what I like about paranormal too, is people can have disagreements, but it don't get, usually for me, it don't get too crazy because
Right.
I understand everybody has their opinion.
Right.
So it's just, but yeah, that's the thing with the Ouija board. It gets a bad rap because of all the movies and that. But
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But what I also tell people, it's like, okay, that voice recorder you have in your hand is the same thing as a Ouija board.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
yeah,
You are talking to the other side. You are opening up a veil that you don't know what's on the other side because you're opening up a communication. So I mean, really, it's not just the Ouija board that gets like should be having the bad rap. It's everything somebody can do can open up a portal. You can draw anything on the floor and use it for a seance and stuff like that. But you got to leave this kind of stuff to people that have known, like the Tim Shaws in the world, that really know like how to use these devices and can teach you how to use these devices. But you know, it's just people just think you can just pick it up and it's a magic wand, and you're going to end up doing something you're going to regret a little bit later. But it's crazy on, you know, the stuff that the three of us have probably witnessed over the decades
Mm-hmm.
that we've been a part of this, and witness the stuff we hear from people being at these events too. And that's the greatest thing about being at these events, is talking to the general public, the people that are not the para celebrities, as they call them. I always like saying that to Jeff. I said, "Oh, I'm with a para celebrity." He goes, "No, you're the para celebrity." I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm not the one on a successful television show." But yeah, this hour has flew by faster than I
Yeah.
truly wanted to. I want to talk to you guys forever. So let's start off. If people want to watch your show, where can they watch it? Where I know I put the Facebook link in the description below. But if people want to watch the show each and every week, where's the best place to watch it? What day is it on? What time?
Well, we are on Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern. We stream on Facebook and YouTube both.
no, we don't stream on. We post them.
Oh, we post. Sorry,
If you missed the show, you can rewatch it on YouTube.
we post on YouTube. We stream on Facebook. We post on the Third Eye Exploration page as well as on our own personal pages. And we're trying to limit it just to one day a week for the podcast right now. So if we do investigations in the meantime, we'll do watch parties, and then we just allow people to kind of see what we've gotten from that stuff there.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a good show. I sometimes I usually work Tuesday nights, so you guys are on my desk, propped up, and people go, "What are you watching?" I'm said, "I'm watching my friends. They're doing their show. Leave me alone." I'm like,
funny.
I'm listening in, but you got work to do. Don't worry, I can do both.
That's right.
But guys, I appreciate you guys so much for coming on, talking about the Third Eye Exploration. TPV Nation, go over there, check out their Facebook page, follow them, keep up to date of what they're doing, what the shows are about, where they're going to be. Are you guys doing any events that you might be at if people want to come out to meet you guys, or any places you're going to be attending that, you know, this way here people want to meet up with you guys?
Well, we're going to be going to we are going to go to Ascension Con in August. So, and I think you were showing all of that as well earlier in the show from what I saw. So we'll be there just as guests.
Yep, there it is right there. Central Con. This is all about the speakers, the dates for the VIP dinner, and the celebrity Bigfoot hunt, and all the other things that are going on there. So awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna go hang out with our friends there. For the events that we are doing, well, PO3 is doing, but of course Bob will be there helping out. We have the Uncommon Festival in Amherstburg. It's from September 18th to the 20th. We will be doing investigations, paranormal presentations, and I will be doing 2 gallery readings that weekend. So that's pretty exciting. This is like I'm just starting to get into the gallery readings this year, instead of just the regular one-on-ones or the small groups. So that's kind of exciting. And then we've got our annual Heritage Village Spooktacular, November 13th and 14th. Again, PO3 is running that, so that's my paranormal group. But Bob won't be at that one, but yeah, again, it's a great time. I still have probably about 15 tickets left for each night, but that's it. We've sold out pretty quick. And I mean, of course, if you would like to come hang out with us for the evening, I'd love to have you. But yeah, it's a great time. It's for a great cause. All the ticket proceeds from all of PO3's events go straight to the events that like for the locations that we're doing the events at. So we have the Gibson Gallery Art Museum in Amherstburg. This year we're helping the Masonic Lodge in Amherstburg. Those are both of our events for Uncommon Festival. And then of course we've got the 2-day event at Heritage Village.
That is awesome. Thank you guys so much. Third Eye Exploration, Bob and Teena, you guys are fabulous. I hope you guys can catch them on Tuesday night. Show these guys some love. Follow them. Get up their numbers so that they can keep doing what they're doing. And that's going to do it for me. It's been a spectacular hour. No show next Sunday because, unfortunately, there are one Sunday a month that I do have to work. Crazy work that I have to do. But so no show next Sunday, but the Sunday after that, we are going to be back with Deb and RJ DeRoos, as well as Mama Mary, are going to be on the show on June 7th. We are actually going to be talking about the brand new movie that's coming out, Disclosure Day. We're going to be talking about that because Deb and RJ and Mama Mary have been talking about Disclosure Day for quite a long time. And now this movie's coming out by Steven Spielberg. It's coming out, I believe, June 11th. But we are going to be talking about that and exactly what that means and just how how close we are to having disclosure with aliens and all that. So, guys, join us June 7th. I look forward to talking to these guys about what's happening in the world, the alien world. That's going to do it for me. Everybody on the side, thank you so much. Everybody, part of the TPV Nation from day one to day now, we appreciate you. I love you guys so much. And in the meantime, and in between time, as Michael John always says, happy hauntings.